Thanks for listening to the Wise Eats podcast. For more on this episode, go to wise-eats.com/episode 23. That's where you'll find all the show notes, pictures, YouTube video, and a whole bunch more. Thanks for listening and watching. Have a great day, and make wise choices. What's up, wise guys and gals, and welcome to a special 4th of July edition of Wise Eats. We're changing things up a little bit today, coming to you live from my backyard podcast studio. So it's a beautiful day, the sun is shining. You will not find me inside on a day like today, so we're bringing the party outside. And I hope everybody is doing well, and if you're not, the 4th of July is the perfect time to celebrate life and freedom and turn our attention towards gratitude. And to help kick that off today, I want to share some history and 10 fun facts about the 4th of July holiday, so let's dive right in. Fun fact number 1 is that we actually didn't declare independence from Great Britain on the 4th of July. The official vote took place on July 2nd, 1776. The Declaration of Independence was published in papers 2 days later on July 4th. And it took another 100 years before the day was deemed a federal holiday in 1870. The very first Independence Day celebration took place in Philadelphia on July 8th, 1776. Originally, Ben Franklin proposed the turkey as our national bird, but was overruled by John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, who recommended the bald eagle. 3 U.S. presidents have died on July 4th. John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and James Monroe. In a bizarre twist of fate, Adams and Jefferson both died on July 4th, 1826, the 50th anniversary of the country they helped found. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates that there were only about 2.5 million people living in America in 1776 when the Declaration of Independence was signed. That number has grown to an estimated 358 million as of July 1st, 2019. On to my favorite part of 4th of July, the fireworks. Fireworks are an American tradition that date back to 1777 when John Adams, the original signer of the Declaration, wanted the day to be celebrated with pomp, parade, shows, and illuminations. According to the American Pyrotechnics Association, Americans spend more than $1 billion on fireworks each year. During the holiday, there are an estimated 15,000 fireworks displays. At least there were before COVID. Although pricing varies, most small towns spend anywhere from $8,000 to $15,000 for a fireworks display, with larger cities going into the millions. Now, you can't do 4th of July without talking some food and beer. According to the National Sausage and Hot Dog Council, Americans will enjoy 150 million hot dogs over the 4th of July holiday and 7 billion total during the summer season from Memorial Day to Labor Day. In 2019, the National Retail Federation predicted Americans would spend around $6.7 billion on food to celebrate the 4th of July, averaging about $73 per person. And then there's the booze. According to the Beer Institute, more beer is sold on and around the 4th of July holiday than any other time throughout the year. Generally, Americans will spend around $1 billion on beer for their celebrations and more than $560 million on wine. On the second anniversary of Independence Day in 1778, American troops were fighting the American Revolutionary War. During this time, George Washington ordered a double ration of rum for American soldiers to celebrate the holiday with. If you're celebrating the holiday with a tasty beverage this year, you're in good company. I, on the other hand, will not be having any alcohol on the 4th of July, as you'll learn in this episode's edition of Quick Bites. As I've mentioned in previous episodes, I'm still booze-free. My last drink was on January 11th of this year. Wife and I went out to dinner, watched some football, and had a couple of beers. And, you know, what wasn't planned on being my last day of drinking. It just kind of happened that way. Back in 2009 when I lost 90 pounds and really changed my lifestyle, at that time I was drinking pretty much every single day. If it wasn't every day, it was, pretty regular. It was every week, multiple days a week. And over the next 10 years, as I transformed, it just got to be less and less. I would go, only on the weekends, and then eventually it would be like every other week. And then over the last couple of years, it was like maybe once every month or once every other month. And it's been a slow, gradual process. I haven't just said I've hit a wall and this is a problem and I have to quit. It was just, it naturally evolved, and now I'm just to the point where I'm just loving life without alcohol. So I know it's precious to some, and if you're celebrating in that way, I am not judging you. I am 100% for it. I've been there 1,000 times in my life. I've drinking enough in my lifetime for 1,000 lifetimes. So more power to you. I'm just happier these days with a Yeti full of ice and some Zevia, ice cold, alcohol-free beverage. So that's what I'm rocking with right now.
Now he's not drinking anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been off booze for, I want to say many, many months now.
And as if going without booze wasn't enough, I'm actually limiting my use of caffeine to 1 beverage a day. I've known for quite some time now that my caffeine usage has kind of gotten out of control. It'd be like 2 or 3 instant coffees. Our favorite coffee is Starbucks Instant Columbia. It's not organic. I know it's one of my vices, but it's amazing. And I would drink 3 of those a day on top of black tea, green tea. Sometimes I'll use Legion's pre-workout Pulse, and that's just so much caffeine in a day, and I'm just taking it for granted how much caffeine I'm putting in my body. So I finally challenged myself to wean myself down, and I did. I started off with just going with 2 a day. The first time that I went down to 1 caffeinated beverage a day, I had some pretty intense withdrawal symptoms on that first day. It was actually kind of rough. But now I've been steady on one drink a day for a few weeks now, and it's no problem. Piece of cake, and if I can do it, you can definitely do it. Eventually, I'm going to go to no caffeine for a little while just to reset my body and see how I like it. But for now, coffee's my thing. I'm sticking with it. But limiting it to 1 a day, it's a great pre-workout. Caffeine is my favorite pre-workout. As a matter of fact, it's got a lot of benefits.
That's caffeine gains right there. Woo! Caffeine gains, baby! All right.
One thing that restricting my caffeine intake has helped with is sleep. And in these times of higher stress and uncertainty, I've been focusing more on my sleep by getting to bed earlier at night. We're having dinner an hour earlier, around 6 o'clock, and making sure that I get at least 8 hours of sleep each night. And that has allowed me to incorporate morning workouts into my routine, which is fantastic. I've always been a lunch and afternoon lifter. Come home, at lunch, go to the gym or work out in my home gym when I come home. But now that I'm getting up earlier in the morning, like 5:30, 6 o'clock, I can immediately slam some water. Maybe I'll take a pre-workout Forge from Legion Athletics that's got, it blunts the muscle deterioration effects of working out fasted. So I'll sometimes take that. Sometimes it's just my first black coffee of the day as my pre-workout, and boom, hit the garage immediately, get that fasted lift session in, and it is amazing. I love it. I love having it out of the way. And sometimes I don't get up early enough to do the whole workout. I'm working out at least an hour a day, sometimes an hour, between an hour and 2 hours, which is a little too much, but it's what I love. So I'm rocking with it right now. It's way more than anybody actually really needs, but I love lifting weights. So hour to 2 hours a day. And if I don't have the time to finish it in the morning like I want, I'll get those heaviest, most grueling lifts done and out of the way for the day, and then I'll do a second workout when I get home just to finish it off. And that's a cool thing to do. You don't have to load everything into 1 hour session or 1/2 hour session. You can sprinkle movement and lifts throughout the day, and that's a great way to do it. Fantastic. I've been having amazing results with it.
But lifting weights is huge. It burns a shit ton of calories, and more importantly, when your body has more muscle, then your body burns more calories. So you could eat the same amount of food and you lose weight.
The workout program I'm doing right now is MAP Split by Mind Pump. It's 6 days a week of lifting, lots of volume, many different rep schemes, anywhere from 3 to 6 reps all the way up to 20 rep sets. So I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit different from what I'm used to, and it's just Like I said, it's an hour to 2 hours a day of lifting, and I love it. I'm also a huge fan of music, so I wanted to share the top songs in my workout playlist right now. They are Blinding Lights by The Weeknd and Glow by Kanye West and Drake. I'm always behind on music. You know, I'm always like 6 months late on the new hits for some reason, but love those songs right now. And Glow, it doesn't hit as hard. It's not gonna get you all pumped up, but it reminds me of the movie The Last Dragon from back in the day. Bruce LeRoy, The Glow. So, who's the master?
When I say, who's the master, you say, show enough.
What I want to know is, what songs get you fired up to work out? You know, what's that song on your workout playlist that just hits so hard and it gets you pumped up every time? Let me know. Leave a comment in the YouTube video telling me what song you like, and you'll get a shout out on a future episode. And I'm always looking for awesome songs to work out to, so I'm looking forward to hearing what yours is. The book I'm reading right now is The Millionaire Next Door. I'm a finance guy. I got my master's in finance, so I'm really interested in wealth building and maximizing my income so that I can, provide for my family, also give generously one day and give back to America. I just got done finishing The Compound Effect, which was a great book. It came highly recommended from a lot of different people. Personally, I didn't find anything earth-shattering in it. It was good. It was a quick read, very fast. A very short book, so it might hit you real hard. So I would recommend The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. But those are the books that I got going on right now.
What are you doing with a school bag on stage? You can't even read.
Finally, the last quick bite is in regards to chewing gum. Back in 2009 or so, I quit smoking cigarettes. I was a pack-a-day guy. I was a chain smoker back then. I smoked Newports. I smoked Marlboro Lights. But anyway, I quit smoking cold turkey, and that was the beginning of my health journey, really. And ever since that day, I picked up chewing gum like a lot. I chew a lot of gum, bottom line. And that's one of the the downfalls of my diet, I would say, is that I chew a lot of chewing gum that has like all those chemicals in it, and I just kind of out of sight, out of mind. But it was time to take a look at those and get them out of my life. And based on Dr. Rhonda Patrick's recommendation on Joe Rogan, I switched to xylitol chewing gum. And I can't say for certain that it's made a big difference, but that's something that I've changed in my diet to try to get all them artificial sweeteners out of my diet and get that xylitol, which supposedly helps with cavities and all kinds of stuff, and doesn't hit you with all those chemicals. So the chewing gum that I switched to was Spree. I got it from Amazon.
Correction. The name of the gum is actually called Pur.
I got to say the flavor fades fast, just like all those other gimmick chewing gums, but doesn't have all the BS ingredients of Extra and all these other ones that I was using. So,
have I told you my xylitol story? I wanted to tell you this.
Xylitol.
Do you chew gum?
So there's some quick bites. Hopefully those quick tips offer some insight on how I'm trying to live my best life and how you can start making some wise choices. Now let's get to the recipe of the week. Now, what would 4th of July be without an all-American cheeseburger? But this one's going to be a little bit different than you might expect. I converted the American cheeseburger into a salad. Yes, I did.
This is a tasty burger.
But take my word for it, it's absolutely delicious. We start off with some fresh kale. How's it going? Thank you for coming. Say hi to the wife. The wife has joined the program. Say happy 4th of July. You didn't want to... Aw, she just snubbed America.
Oh my God. Happy 4th of July.
There you have it. Mrs. Wise in the flesh. So anyway, the cheeseburger salad. We start off with some fresh greens like spinach or kale. Then we add some delicious organic grass-fed beef. And then you load it up with all your favorite fixings. Onion, tomato, pickle, organic ketchup, organic mustard, avocado mayo. Then instead of a white bread bun, we go with white jasmine rice. And if this burger salad does not cure your cheeseburger craving, I will eat your foot.
Here it comes, Kiss! A royal foot stuck down in his mouth. Look at that.
This is actually a recipe that we just got done shooting for the following announcement, which premieres in late July. It's season 8. This recipe video will drop in episode 3, which is on August 8th. You're going to have to wait until then for the video, but the recipe itself is available on the website exclusively for podcast listeners. That's at wise-eats.com/burgerbowl. The rest of America are going to have to wait for August 8th for the YouTube video.
You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France?
No.
Tell him, Vincent.
Royale with cheese.
Before I go, I just wanted to let you know that I have updated the articles section of westfitness.com. I have a list there of all the articles I've written in regards to current events, weight loss, building muscle, whatever. The most recent ones I've put out were regarding COVID-19. We had your 10 favorite things about the lockdown, trying to put a positive spin on the whole thing. Also an article about meditation. I meditated every day for 2 months, so I shared my findings with that. Also shared a broccoli sprout video, some fitness assessment, the push-up test, a couple other ones, the 3-minute step test. There's a whole bunch more. Check all that out at westfitness.com. You can find all the show notes for this episode at wise-eats.com/episode 23. That's where you'll find the YouTube video, pictures, the recipe, everything that I talked about in more detail, ways to contact me, and a whole bunch more. So get over there, wise-eats.com/episode 23, and check it out. And until then, have a great 4th of July holiday. Take care. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless America. And make wise choices. What's up, wise guys and gals? We're changing things up a little bit today, coming to you live from my backyard studio. The next fun fact is that 3 U.S. presidents have died on July 4th. 1826, the 50... How's it going? I'm almost done. Thank you for coming. All right, then. You going for a walk? Onion, tomato, pickle. I can hear you over here, okay? See, that's why I tell her I can't do my filming with shit when she's around. I gotta have privacy. That's what happens when you're shooting in the backyard podcast studio.
How's my outfit going?
It looks great.
I can't with you. That's the second time.
It wasn't one of them. How's it look?
Good. Good.
Once I light it, just start pressing. How many do you think you can get with that?
What did I do? I don't know. This is heavy. I worked hard today until I was shaking and I'm hungry.
Sorry.
So like 3 or 4, if that. Do you want me to grab them? Or do you want to grab them at the same time?
There we go. That's perfect. Once I light it, we can just start.
Just go?
Yep. You might want to hold your breath if you can. Just start pressing.
West, it burnt me on the first press.
America!
I hope you can edit that so good. I keep forgetting I can't talk.
I told you it'd make you nervous.
Make me nervous. It burnt my heel. It burnt this.
Oh, come on.
Okay. It didn't get you? It didn't?